I'm Re-Up Alex.
It's BMO.
It's Young Chris.
This is the Re-Up podcast. So we got Young Chris, Virginia native, 7 cities, 757 beach. Finally got somebody who is from Virginia on this show. And at that, I think one of the most promising artists that we got in Virginia right now. Definitely got his head straight. We're going to talk a little bit about Everybody Hates Chris 2, inspiration, where Chris is going, where he's been, how he got there. And we're going to deep dive into some stages, some shows, some inspiration on genres. And yeah, we're just going to have a good time. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about the Emmys. What's up with that?
Oh, shit, son. The Emmys is... Shoot, by the time the people see this joint, I will have won or lost an Emmy. Or 2, actually.
Or 2.
As we were talking about offline, like a lot of... When it comes to public television, a lot of old people have died.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people who are in public television or your thoughts of public television is probably still like Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Them niggas is dead.
Classics, yeah.
Yeah. Not only are the stars dead, but the people who came up with those concepts are dead. Yeah. So like who's the next wave of public access television?
But yeah, wait, get back to the Emmys. That's crazy. You say it so casually. Like
Alex, I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah? What do you mean?
It's like okay, say I do win the Emmy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then what? Like it's not like I can take that Emmy into WUSA 9 or Fox 5 and be like, "Hey, I got this. You owe me a job now." I'll be in the same grind that I was today. Like people have put me in the positions to host and be, Emmy nominated and all that stuff, but like I don't know how to operate that industry. I might win an Emmy straight off talent, but you and I know, what does talent got to do with it?
What does talent got?
What's talent got to do with it?
It's more of like a right place, right time kind of thing.
Right time, right place in relationships.
Yeah,
always. You know that. Like you could have the best song in the world, but if the right people don't know about it, it don't really mean shit. Right?
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, especially with like music, right? There are people who we don't know about who are making better music than your favorite artist.
Yeah, better than Luther Vandross.
And you will probably never hear of that
never
person.
Know them. Nope.
Never know them. You'll never listen to that beautiful song that would probably change your life.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that you are a very good networker, and I think that you could figure out a way to spin that. I think it just takes a little bit of intentional thinking and, planning out. Yeah.
Do I seem like a planner to you? And in very much ways, I feel like the Joker in that way. I just
like a Swiss Army knife, as am I.
Yes.
You have a lot of different, tools that you can use.
Yes.
Some of them are more dull or sharp than the other.
Yeah.
But we got them.
Yeah, I can do it. I'm already Emmy nominated. I was Emmy nominated last year.
Yep.
Like I already have 1 Emmy nomination and now I have 3. And it's kind of like I'm in the same position that I was last year. And actually I think when I first went to Maryland Public Television Studios, they had that front room with all the Emmys on them. And I asked the lady at the front desk, if I pick up an Emmy, is it cursed? And she was like, pick it up and find out. And I picked it up and she was like, yeah. And I was like, why would you tell me after I picked it up? I have a very strong feeling.
You believe in curses like that?
No, but I have a feeling. I don't believe in curses, but I also have no faith. So I have a feeling that I'm going to end up with like NDRE, where I'm going to have like 10 Grammy nominations, no Grammys.
No Grammys.
I'm going to be 20-time Emmy nominated, no Emmys. Okay, so music has changed. We've been talking about this. Yeah. Like the instrumentation is no longer the priority. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It hurts my heart a little bit, but like it's okay. But now the DJ has taken the place of the musician, which again hurts my heart a little bit. But do the DJs know they're getting ripped off?
How are they getting ripped off?
Because what you just said to me was like, oh, there's a particular type of studio who's only looking for DJs.
Yeah, to play
do
music
they
as
know
loud as they can.
Why?
Because they can't in their own house, which is how they practice.
No. Why DJs?
Why DJs?
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of them. Why?
Because they don't have DJs on original.
Yeah.
Like they're playing other things. So like if DJs have taken the place of musicians, musicians are getting ripped off. Musicians have been getting ripped off since the beginning of time.
Yeah, definitely. Musicians are getting ripped off.
But do the DJs know if they're taking the musician's place that they are too getting ripped off? Do they know that?
I don't think so. DJs are really interesting. I mean, as I'm around tons of DJs all the time.
Tell me about it.
They definitely see what they're doing as an art form. The selection. There's different kinds of DJs, right?
Of course.
There's selectors, and then there's people who are more so like mixing, and then there's like vinyl, and then and that could just be playing the vinyl or scratching. Like you're not gonna see DJ Harrison scratching, but he will do a vinyl set. You know what I mean? So there's different levels to it. There's even DMC scratch DJs, which is like the worldwide competition.
Gotcha.
And that's something to tote around. It's like I'm a DMC champion DJ.
Okay, that's cool.
So there's different sides to it, but yeah, it's definitely they see it as a highly regarded art form. I think it's interesting because it's like way more expensive than anything else to actually like have the equipment in practice. Like if you have the equipment, you're probably renting it out. Like a CDJ setup like that was even brought over here. That's like $10,000 to $12,000.
Yeah, that's all.
Just for like
you're probably renting or you're probably using like a very minimal set.
Yeah,
like a minimal situation.
With that,
no, more than a car.
Yeah, I mean your guitar does not have to cost $12,000. It could.
Yeah, it does.
But
it does.
12.
Wait, hold on. Do you hang out with? When's the last time you talked to a guitarist?
Well, I mean,
like a pedal could be $8,000.
It could.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be. It like has to be with DJ. Like you can't be practicing.
Oh, because DJs are limited.
Shitty little like.
Yeah, of course, because the equipment. There was a conversation on DMV Twitter recently about the value of a DJ, and the price point was $300. And I think they said, but the part of the conversation I wanted to jump in on was DJs feel like they don't have to promote the events that they're booked at.
It really depends on how seriously you take it, right? And it depends on on the side of the promoter what you're going to call this person promoted. Was it that they shared the poster once, or was it like my requirement is like share, make your own post. I need you to make your own post of the poster, and then I need you to share the event on your story every week, at least once a week leading up to the event, and I need you to send out Facebook invites.
Yeah.
And that'll be fine for me. Most people are not doing that, I would say, unless you're serious about your craft.
And so I want to go there.
Craft.
Okay. No, not the craft. Actually the serious part. So I agree with you. If I, BMO, book you, Alex, for a show, I made you a flyer, I put you in my press release, I gave you all the assets that you needed to actually just tell people about the show. What I consider promotion is like, did you tell anybody? It could have been 20 minutes before the show.
Yeah.
As long as you did, that's promotion. As long as you told somebody, I'm satisfied because I kind of know you already, and I kind of already expect what your output is going to be.
Yeah.
So that to me is the bare minimum. If you're serious about your craft, which includes your network, which includes the seriousness you take to creating a vibe outside of just the money you got paid for being at the particular space, if you're serious about growing, then you do those things regardless.
Yeah, 100%.
But it seems, maybe I'm the old man in the room now, it seems that work ethic is no longer appreciated for free. Now I need to pay you, a la Monique. I need to pay you to promote. What are your thoughts there?
Well, the promoters, and I mean, there's two sides to how you're going to promote, and there's even more past this, but a lot of promoters either are booking a mix of something that they really, really like, and then something that's going to bring in heads, right? Because it's an investment. Or they just book somebody who's going to bring in heads, and it's probably close to your full-time job if you really get to that point. Or you're just going to lose money on it and have somebody play who it's just going to bring the vibe.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be a really good time. So with that said, shit, man, like I really, really don't think that you should be paying extra to have somebody who's going to promote, but you're probably going to pay a premium for someone who's known to, like, there are DJs who, you know, you're going to book them, they're going to play a great show, they're already producing original music as well, and they're probably going to make a funny video catered to your event. And it is going to cost a premium in total, but they probably earned that premium because they consistently did that without somebody asking them.
Exactly.
You know, like,
yeah, very true.
Yeah.
But that's, I don't
it's
know,
still to
Alex.
your point. Like, I agree.
But and see what
no
blew
shade,
me.
I agree.
What blew me away though, it was the multitude of young DJs who agreed and was like, "It's not my job to promote. It's not my job." And I was, as much as I wanted to kick and scream and be the old man in the room, I was just like, "Bro, I'm losing."
No, I would too.
I think that's your boy right here. I think that's Young Chris.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually,
We got Young Chris here, man.
Young Chris, man.
What's up? Just dropped a project. What's up, man?
Everybody hates Chris too. Yeah, getting right into it. You were the first person from Virginia to be on this show. I'm from Northern Virginia. I'm from Alexandria.
Oh, fine.
So thank you for putting on for the Old Dominion for Virginia, man. Really means a lot. Chesapeake, Virginia. That's where you grew up, but you're from Portsmouth, right?
yeah, I'm from Portsmouth.
All right. See, that's how you pronounce it, Portsmouth,
Portsmouth?
not Portsmouth.
Nobody said that, man. My people
I know,
from
but
like
a lot of people, you know, if you see how it's spelled out, that's I'm glad I did that.
Yeah,
right.
not Norfolk. It's Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Yeah.
My people from Suffolk.
Exactly.
thanks.
7 cities though.
Yeah.
How was it like growing up in that area? Because it's just like so different, especially being in like Portsmouth or, you know, Chesapeake. I feel like the 7-5 is like the hub there, and then there's like these other 7 cities. And one cool fact is that whole metropolitan area is the 30th largest metropolitan area in the country, which is crazy. Virginia Beach. So like they could have like a basketball team or like a football team. There's so many people living there.
you better start talking about highways in a second, man.
It's
It's coming. It's coming soon.
Crazy.
No, but I feel you though.
Literally, yeah,
That's been a conversation that's happening.
Yeah, you can
what's it like being from 7-5 though?
It's lit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like it wasn't much to do, so I had to just like make my own way of just like having fun and just seeing like what I wanted to do with my life. You feel me? Like I didn't see myself going down the 9-to-5 route that I seen a lot of people going. Like you know, my friends, family, peers, all that. So like just growing up there just made me want to reach for bigger. You feel me? Like
When did you know that though? When did you know like,
that's a
this
good
ain't
question.
it?
That's a
I've
good
been fired 8 times. By the time I got fired 6 times, I was like, you know what? I don't think this job thing is really working out.
Yeah, facts. I feel that. I think I realized that. I don't even want to exaggerate it, but I think like 12 years old, bro.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, like 12, really young, bro. I was like, man, I don't want to conform to. It was really school that just had me like that, cause like homework and shit, I didn't see myself doing that for a very long time. So I was like, fuck that.
True, you already knew.
Yeah, facts.
So like at 12, then like did you have a plan or you just like fuck it, I'm gonna be 12?
Well, like I would do like English work and just really just dedicate it to my rap. So like I really wrote down my plan like within my English work. You feel me? Like, cause I would try to like incorporate shit that I like and shit that I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So
I want to get back to the English word. Like you a real writer for real.
yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I used to be heavy on the paragraphs and shit, but like when I reached like high school, like I stopped fucking with that shit. Heavy. Like the reading and shit. But like I was crazy in English. Like middle school, you know what I mean? Elementary. I was going crazy.
Is there anything that inspires your writing? Like, or is there like a process you go through when you're writing, or is it just like you're chilling, something comes to your head and you gotta like write down a note in your phone?
Yeah, it's really just like off inspiration. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably see, you know, I think everybody does this. Like I see somebody like going stupid right now. I'm like, damn, I could do that times 10. You feel me? So like I start writing shit, or either just be on the fly. You feel me? Like I'll just write some shit down and then just go off that. Or I don't write nothing at all and then just freestyle. Like it's different variations of what I do. You feel me? So
Okay.
That's interesting.
facts.
So you're driven by like competition to a certain degree.
Even in sports, you feel me? Like I think it just applies to everything in life. Competition, I think that will just further you. That's not the only thing that like pushes me, but like it's one of the main things.
That's one of them. Like who pushes you the most? Who do you see you like this nigga did it again? Oh God.
Yeah, we all got it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Factual. I feel like it's mainly people like around my age who's normally like snapping. Like I say, like rappers around my age, people from my area, like Virginia. If they going crazy, I'm like, damn, I want to do 10 times as harder. You know what I'm saying? Like just nobody really in specific, but like those type of people for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
And also my friends and family too. Like how they go. Like my dad, the way he be working, that shit.
No, I
convinced
feel
me.
that old heads, they be on that shit with the work.
For sure, definitely,
Like,
definitely.
Yo, fathers be working, bro.
Yeah,
Fathers be working, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's
Let me rephrase that. Good fathers be working, man. Let me say that. Good father at work, man.
I'm telling you, yeah. My dad always had a quote talking about like, "Don't be good, be great." So like, I just always apply that to everything in my life. I feel like he was a very hardworking man, and I just looked up.
So you're talking about rappers in your area. You still live in like the beach, kind of like 7-5 area.
Yeah, facts.
So are there any rappers you like hang out with, or you're inspired by within that community?
I'll probably say just to name a few. Ko Banks, he's 757 area. He's around my age. He's super fire for me. He got a viral song going on right now on TikTok. He inspires me too. I'm not gonna lie. This other artist from Virginia is named Netspin. He's more northern though. He's from I think Richmond. I think. Yeah. He's pretty fire too. I look at them two, I'll be like, damn, them niggas going crazy. I gotta,
I gotta get it.
Like I said, competition. So,
No, that's a
I hear that. Oh, wait, I thought they took the music off of TikTok. Well, I'm old.
So
what happened?
That is with music that is through, I think, Universal. So any artist that distributes with Universal, their music is not on TikTok anymore.
Yeah, like Drake.
So are you still finding that TikTok is a good place to get discovered and distribute your music?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I built a fan base up there already, but I'm just saying, like for new people,
For sure.
Definitely.
Okay.
100%. So with what we're just talking about, Universal, you were signed to Columbia, right? Mm-hmm. Are you still signed to Columbia, or?
Yeah, facts.
Okay, that's a bet. With all of those samples and things like that, it seems like you be digging low key. For someone who's 19, like you be digging, you know? So when you find a sample, do you have like a specific producer, like is it Da Vinci or anyone like that you send them a sample to, or do you just kind of let them work their magic?
I have different eras of my life. So like I like I guess like timestamp that with like producers. So like early in my career, I was working with this guy named Crisis heavily. Mm-hmm. So like we was doing a lot of samples. We did Jacquees Persian Rugs and a couple others. Like we was just working on hella samples. And then I'd probably say like 2 years into my career, I started fucking with Da Vinci super heavily. Mm-hmm. And then we would like cook up songs, not super sample like heavy, you feel me? But like, and then after that, I just started producing my own shit and then just chopping up samples myself. Because like, I mean, I think there's a beauty in samples, but like if you just like take a sample and then put it in your song, it's really just like stealing. Really.
So you be producing too?
Yeah. Facts.
Okay, what like software do you use?
FL Studio.
FL? he said that all serious, like FL Studio.
No, I want to hold on before you go too far. I want to go back. What do you mean by like it feels like stealing?
Well, not it feels like stealing, but it is stealing.
Okay.
Like, if you take like an actual song and then just put it in your shit, like it's low key stealing.
Yeah.
Like, it's copyright, business side of shit. You feel me?
Business side of shit. Yeah, it's
But like
it's like Rolex though, right? Rollies don't come with the diamonds on them like that. They take the Rollie and they put the diamonds on that shit.
Yeah.
And that's like the bust down, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
That's interesting.
Yeah. Like,
hold on. I want to travel down this musical road if you don't mind.
Let's go.
So like you feel like you feel like it's legally stealing, definitely. But I want to what do you feel? So like if you were to hear your song and somebody else's song, and even if they cleared it, like would it still make you feel like, oh no, you just kind of like bit off of me. You didn't create nothing new.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a lot of people would feel like that, but like me personally, I definitely feel like you just bit my whole shit. Especially if you like remove my vocal or only use my vocals. I'm like, bro, like you might as well put me as like a feature. You feel me?
That's great. Okay, so
that's why I like chopping up samples instead of just like placing a song in there. Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I asked that is because like me and Alex have been having this conversation.
What's up?
This is like our second season now, and we've been talking about the musicality of electronic music.
Okay.
So like a lot of these electronic artists and DJs will rip your vocals, put it onto something else, and then call it their own.
Yeah.
And so for these DJs, that's original. Like I did that. Like it's cool. But we haven't heard from an artist that's like, nah, you stealing my shit.
Yeah, nobody said that this whole time.
Nah, you're definitely stealing.
And we've mostly had producers.
It's mostly been producers like, nah, this is even niggas who have been like, oh, there's no such thing as a new melody. Only thing I can do is take other people's things.
I mean, I guess they're right in a sense, but bro, like it's not only that. You feel me? You can literally go in FL Studio, cook up some shit from scratch. I've seen people do it. You feel me?
It's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
It's called being creative.
So
Yeah, exactly.
and
samples
splice
can be,
samples and things like that too.
Yeah. Splice comes in handy sometimes too. You feel me? I think everybody uses Splice though, so it's not a lot of originality in that either.
Yeah.
But
Interest. I did not expect Young Chris to come in here and be our first advocate for originality.
He's ahead of his time.
I did not expect that.
He's ahead of his time.
And mostly, again, I'm old. I think I might be double your age. We don't have to talk about it though. I'm the last time I was listening to radio, niggas was just old K songs with a new beat. Yeah. Shout out to Diddy. That was his thing for a little while. Shout out to the diddler. Shout out to the diddler out here stealing consent and stealing songs. But all I'm saying is like that seemed to be an era for a while. It's just like let's just take a 90s song, strip the vocals, put a new 808 on there, and that'll be hip hop. But this new hip hop artist right now who is popping is like, nah, we like originality too.
Yeah, but bro, I think it's important, bro, because it's all about evolution. I feel like we've been using samples and just copy and pasting songs for like years now. It's been happening since the 90s to literally right now. So I think originality is important. I'm not gonna lie. For sure. And samples can help a song, but not make the song, you know?
Go ahead, Alex. I'm done.
No, keep going.
No. I was digging. I'm just.
You can dig as much.
This is crazy. No Diddy again. This is crazy, man. I just was not expecting. We had a go-go artist in here. He did not cape up for originality. We've had instrumentalists. We've had R&B singers, and the first person is a rapper. It's just. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I could wax poetic.
No, you're good.
I feel what you're saying, bro.
It makes complete sense. I think from the era that he's coming from is like based on originality. Like, as I've said on the show before, the Gen Z and like all of those people can just smell inauthenticity.
Yeah.
Like, we can still be tricked.
Very much so.
Like I have
got
a
tricked yesterday. What you talking
about? But like, younger people like they, and that with TikTok obviously, it's like, bro, you gotta be doing your own thing or that shit don't.
Yeah,
pop.
definitely like complete originality too. Like I feel like nobody's even trying to be like the next Drake, the next Future. They're literally just trying to be themselves to the fullest. As of what I've seen lately, you know what I'm saying? There's still like copies and clones out there, of course.
It's like a commodity to be yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's what big corporations can't do and what they can't make cookie cutter, molds. So
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
For the first time on the show, I have hope.
That's good, man. It only took hope. A full season
And an extra episode.
8.
That's crazy.
Episode 8. Damn, I really got to bring it back to the beach, bro. So like, I was actually in a foreign country. I was in Costa Rica, and the lineup for Something in the Water came out. It was the DC one, and I saw your name on that, and I almost punched a hole in the wall. I was so happy. I was like, damn, they put Young Chris on this whole lineup. Like, that's amazing. How was that? That show was packed out. Like, the festival in general was... Yeah. That was a crazy weekend.
No, for sure. Definitely legendary. But I remember going to like watch Uzi set like as soon as I got off. Yeah. That shit was fucking insane.
A lot of people didn't even get to watch it. It was so packed.
No, for real. I was literally in the back. I was literally in the back, bro. That set was like legendary. But like that whole festival, just in general, insane. You know what I'm saying? Then Pharrell brung it to VA like the next year after that. That was fun. I was on the flyer for that one too, but like I couldn't perform because it was raining.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I was there. I've been to every Something in the Water.
Yeah, facts. That was my first one that I went to, the DC one. But no, that was definitely an experience, bro. Like that was actually my first festival. I did that before Rolling Loud.
You had never even gone to a festival before?
Nah.
That's crazy.
Nah, never even showed up.
Damn. So, and also for the viewers and watchers, Something in the Water is Pharrell, who is from 757 Virginia Beach area, his festival. He's been throwing it for, I think there's 1, 2, 3. This would probably be like the fourth time this year. Yeah, fourth, because I've been to every single one. And yeah, it's kind of half South by Southwest style, where it's like citywide, where they take over the city and do things in different venues, and then there's the beach that they take over, and like the stages are on the beach, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like you're on the beach, like
It's literally fire.
it's something different.
That's
But,
kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good deal.
Man, so you had performed at a festival before you attended a festival.
Yeah. I never attended a show actually, really, before I did my first show.
Your first concert was your first concert?
So you never like went to anything that was at the park with your parents or none of that?
Nah, it would literally be like randoms just on the guitar.
Yeah.
You know?
I know that Virginia shit.
Yeah,
That's what
definitely.
do you feel what I'm saying right now?
That's crazy.
So then how did you know how to perform?
I literally had to teach myself. Well, I actually did a rehearsal because
Yeah.
I went on tour with Lil
That's a good
Tecca.
point.
Yeah. You went on tour, who now?
With Lil Tecca,
Okay.
BK the Ruler, and Tana. I did that, I think, 2 years ago. And then I did like a little rehearsal, like a week-long rehearsal, just practicing, you know what I'm saying? Just in front of nobody, little coach with me. And then my first show, I think that was Atlanta, Georgia. That shit was lit, though. I'm not going to lie. Like, I had to attend my first one. But the first actual show that I, like, enjoyed was a Tyler, the Creator concert.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Facts is good.
That's a good one.
He knows
It's
how to
like
perform.
Like moshing and shit like that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like,
It was like intimate too, though. It wasn't like a
Yeah.
big ass venue. It was super intimate. It was in LA. I think he just posted it on his story and then just
Oh, that's what's
popped
up.
out. Yeah, little
So it's-
pop up shit. I think it was the most recent one. Call Me If You Get Lost. And then he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
threw a random show. Literally.
Yeah.
But that was like the first one I seen. I was like, yo, he's fire. Like, I enjoyed that shit a lot. I also seen Lil Yachty too.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you watch performances, especially I'm just blown away at your first concert was your first show. And so I heard you just say just now, like you had like a little coach. So you've been trained.
Yeah.
In a
I was
certain degree.
trained for that week.
Yeah. I mean, but you took some things. That's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you watch Tyler perform, like what are some of the things you're like, can I do that?
Definitely his comedy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say his comedy on stage, his stage presence, the way he moves, like all around. You know how rappers just be stiff and just be like rapping and the shit. You feel me? But he's like hella comedic with it, hella animated.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I fuck with that energy. I feel
Okay.
like I see myself in that because I used to do a lot of flips. Like on that tour, I used to front flip in the crowd, stage diving, some more shit. So like I take a lot of inspiration from him for sure.
Yeah, Tyler's extremely animated, and especially like artist progression. They say that artists are supposed to change things up.
Yeah.
That's a real sign of like an artist or musician. He exemplifies that.
Yeah.
I had been listening to Odd Future since that shit was like completely taboo.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
hear you.
And now it's just like the way that he commercialized in a good way of just being weird. Like, and again, being
This is
yourself,
true.
man.
This is true.
But yeah, so how did Something in the Water come together? Was that like the blessing from Pharrell? I know my homie Gabe Niles is also, I don't know if you know Gabe or Drum or any of them. Yeah, he's like Drum's producer who he made like Broccoli and Cha Cha.
Okay, fire.
Which is crazy because it's kind of, Drake actually sampled Cha Cha or stole the sample because Cha Cha was created. That's from Drum's like original song.
And then he just took that right off.
Yeah, made Hotline Bling.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But anyways,
sold
so
that.
yeah, was it like blessing from Pharrell? Because I know that does happen to a lot of people in 7.5, or was it like management or?
It was management.
Yeah.
I was being managed by Pusha T at the time. And
Okay.
You already know their connection, so I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
he just hooked it up and made that happen. And I was very blessed to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Just literally history for my state. So
Yeah,
I was
that's
really blessed
crazy.
to be a part of that.
How
for
is
sure.
Pusha? Is he nice, bro?
Yeah, he's super cool.
Yeah, he's super
hella
cool.
cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like people always say like an intimidating type vibe.
got bricks.
I never get that. You
He
say
got
what?
bricks in his songs. He's talking
Yeah.
about bricks and shit.
They
So I'm
always
like,
say
I don't
that.
know. You know, shit. I'm
Nah.
glad to hear that he's nice.
Nah, he's hella cool in person. Hella
I've
cool.
heard he will personally pull up to a lot of the artists that like he has under his wing. Like if you book a show with them, he'll like pull up sometimes and just be like in the crowd.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
which is
he's hella
crazy.
personable for sure. Yeah, the first time I met him was like in the studio. He just told me to pull up, and then we just chopped it up, just talking about. This was like when I was like 16, and he just told me to pull up. You know what I'm saying? On some regular shit.
Yeah, he's got.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, Pusha T just like called you and was like, "Hey, I'm Pusha T. What's up, Chris? Pull up."
One of his men hit me and was
Okay.
like, "Yo, Pusha wants you here. He wants to manage you and shit." Like, yeah. Then we got that done.
And so, what is that like?
Oh, yeah.
That's so interesting to me.
You want
what is
Topo
that
Chico?
like?
You want Topo
Yeah, pop me a topo. So you get the call from Pusha T. Do you know who Pusha T is? Do you know who Pusha T is at 16?
I knew a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I knew about the clips and then a couple of his songs too.
Okay. Who are like your OGs though? Like who are the rappers you were like, oh,
from VA?
No, just in general.
Oh, in general.
Like just growing up, like not your pops OGs, but like yours. Like who's like, oh damn, that's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I want to say somebody good, bro. I mean, I always say XXXTentacion. That was like definitely somebody I looked up to. But like something that I implement in my music, as of recently, Project Pat has been going really crazy for me.
Project Pat,
yeah, I fuck with him tough. Like I think it's really the beats and his cadence and his flow that really just like hooked me in. That's something that my dad was listening to. He put me onto that shit. Lil Jon ad-libs, they like inspire me a little bit.
You said Lil Jon?
Lil Jon ad-libs, like just like his ad-libs.
Oh, yeah.
Screaming and shit.
His ad-libs are really good. Him and OJ the Juice Man have some of the best.
Underrated parts of Lil Jon are the way he layers his vocals.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. Oh,
He's super good at that.
it's like jazz. That's what I call it. It's like a very hype jazz. Okay, Lil Jon and them.
Another OG, probably.
The Pharrell stuff, because it's like crazy that Pharrell is the creative director for Louis Vuitton, or like he's the head nigga in charge.
Yeah.
At Louis
He
Vuitton.
over at Louis. Yeah.
From the beach. That's why you're seeing all the Virginia stuff on the Louis Vuitton. But as someone who I love vintage, I love streetwear. Designer, can't really afford, but I be doing the vintage thing, so sometimes I come up across it. But I've been noticing that streetwear and designer are seeing a lot of similarities. Like back when I really couldn't afford designer, it wasn't as cool as it is now. It was more like out there. You know what I mean? Now I see like all of these designer companies are doing the classic like skate streetwear company thing where they're like making all the collabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things like that. Tell me a little bit about what you think about that, because I know you're into fashion, but yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe they're just trying to appeal to the younger audience. I feel like because everybody's in streetwear, everybody's on Vans or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like baggy ass pants. You feel me? So like, I guess the designer brands are just trying to appeal to that.
Yeah, I think
I think it's definitely still out there too for a lot of people. Because, like, I know niggas who wear skinny jeans, the J's, you feel me? Like, I know those niggas, and then I know niggas dripped out in designer, you feel me?
True.
So it's definitely a big difference, so, but, it's merging slowly.
Yeah, I do like it. I mean, I love what Pharrell's doing. Do you have any, like, brands that you fuck with?
Me personally, who do I fuck with? I was rocking with Bella Cortez for a long time, a little Instagram brand that I was fucking with. Chrome, obviously. Chrome's good.
Popping. I mean, talk about collabs. I mean, like
collabs.
Yeah, like Chrome. I mean, like Chrome in general, they're again doing the same thing where they do these crazy collaborations. I fuck with their collabs.
Yeah, facts. I got a little story. Like my A&R, like when I first got signed, he gave me like this Chrome and Rick shoe collab. It was like fucking like, bro, nine bands or whatever the fuck he paid for it. It was like Chrome Rick and collab. That shit was the craziest shit I ever seen. It was an ugly ass shoe, but like I just had to have it because the shit's legendary. You feel me? The shoe was ugly as fuck.
That's funny. No, I get it though, but I get it though.
Yeah.
Have you designed like your own clothes yet? Have you designed your own merch?
Yeah, facts. I have. I pulled out the Cricut. I was doing this shit ghetto as hell. Like I pulled out the Cricut and just laid it down, tried to flat press. What is it called? Heat press.
Yeah, heat press.
Yeah, facts. I was just making little designs because I'm bored. I think it's fun more than just like trying to make a business off of it. I think that's where everything starts, just having fun and shit.
One thing I just heard you say a second ago is like how to appeal to a demographic. How would you describe your audience?
My audience?
Who your people? Like who the people you rapping to?
I think just kids on the internet, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to figure out themselves also. You know what I'm saying? So like I think the younger generation that doesn't want to conform all the way to social norms, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's who I'm speaking to, like within my music, who I want to reach out, bring up with me, you know.
Do you feel like any like pressure or responsibility, especially if you're talking to like you young yourself, and then like talking to younger people? Did you feel any like responsibility to be a role model? Or I don't know if you know this quote, but like Charles Barkley, when he got into the league, was like, I'm not no fucking role model. Like, do you feel the pressure to be a role model, or do you like try to push back and like, I'm just gonna live my fucking life?
Well, now that you word it like that, no, I don't feel no pressure to be a role model at all, because I feel like it starts with mom and dad, or mom or dad. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like, it starts at home. Like, you shouldn't be looking up to celebrities or whatever.
Yeah,
literally anybody outside the family. I feel like you should just look up to.
Yeah, how did
people.
you get so mature at 19? You said it starts at home. That's crazy.
I've been. But how long you been rapping?
I've been rapping.
Like, how long you been a professional rapper?
Popping like probably 3 years now. Once I was 16.
He's not. He's like, that's why,
bro. He's almost a senior in rap right now.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why. It's not. It'd be one thing if he was 19 and started rapping yesterday.
Yeah.
Then you'd be able to see the 19. But this is a seasoned. You know what I mean? This would be your supervisor.
Yeah.
At the job, if he had 3 years of experience, this would be your supervisor.
Definitely.
Yeah, straight up.
Shit.
On the way to assistant manager, nigga. What's up?
Nah, for real. I feel like the business definitely taught me a lot, and just like punched me and just got me rough for the, like, I guess, the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like how this shit really is. You know.
Is there anything that you would have done differently, or advice that you could offer for somebody who's about to sign a record deal?
I feel like value your independence a lot, for sure, because that's like the prize. I feel like you being independent and like you having freedom, really, that's like, I feel like that's the key to just being young. You know what I'm saying? Because every young person is just free. But like, I think you should definitely keep your independence, bro. I feel like look out for getting fucked over, you know, all that. But like, I wouldn't have like too much advice on that, but because I'm still in it, in the game a little bit, still learning. But I feel like.
And you have a good team behind you. I think that's what I always say is like, your team is obviously your most important asset.
Facts.
Like, people are gonna read over those contracts. Because people are just gonna like be your friend and tell you what's good on like a real level, you know.
Yeah.
Like, all money shit aside, like, what's the right decision?
Yeah, I feel you. You definitely need a good manager, good A&Rs, you know. But that's rare. That's rare in the game.
Oh yeah, A&Rs are super difficult to find.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, accomplishments, man. It seems like, well, I know that you've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. You have a lot more ahead of you. What would be like something where you'd be like, damn, this topped everything? Or like, in a few years, do you have any kind of overarching goals or things that you want to
bro.
achieve?
Definitely. I feel like there's a lot of things I want to do, not even really just in music. It's like, I want to walk in a fashion show. I want to be in a movie. I feel like if I was in a movie, that would like top all of my fucking accomplishments that I've done. If I was in a fashion show.
You pretty enough for a movie. I see it.
I appreciate you,
no
my
problem,
man.
man. I see
Appreciate
it. Yeah, I see it.
For sure. Like, if I was in a movie, if I got a Grammy.
No, yo, chill over there. No, I see it.
Yeah, if I got a Grammy, Oscar, you know, like, I feel like those big awards, they mean something to me. You feel me?
Same.
Yeah, facts.
Same.
They don't mean a lot to like other people, like Travis Scott, I guess. Grammy and shit. But
get that nigga a Grammy and look, get that nigga a Grammy and close the door and see if this nigga don't weep. He will, because it is an accomplishment. It is an accomplishment, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that you already kind of have like a vision for where you want to go, like, and not just to be tied down to like just particularly music.
Yeah.
Is there a way that you study these other things?
Oh yeah, all the time. I feel like the internet is just very accessible to see everything.
Yeah.
You know, so like I could study Tyler the Creator, see his performance, you know what I'm saying? Just study that. I could study different fashion brands, see how they build clothing, study different models, see how they walk, you know.
Right.
I could literally just look at everything from the internet, YouTube, you know, Instagram. I feel like that's the new like what thesaurus dictionary for me. You feel me?
True.
Yeah.
For the young people.
It's cool to have
general.
that at your fingertips, because it's like,
Damn, I had actual dictionaries.
yeah, actual dictionaries. I mean, yeah, just taking like the inspiration from how people are doing things and like figuring out your own way to get to that solution. Like, that's what a lot of people say is, you know, especially when you see like someone who looks like you doing something, then it's easier to do it.
It is.
Right? Yeah, or it's easier to be inspired and to keep going, because a lot of people also just...
Can I nerd out for you just for a second?
I would love you.
Do you know that the same part of your brain that controls imagination is the same part of your brain that controls memory?
Memory?
Yeah, you literally cannot imagine what you've never seen before.
Damn.
It's impossible.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, of course, because then you would have like a superpower.
Yeah, you'd be right.
Right?
You'd be able to project things that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, your memory and imagination are the same part of your brain. So you have to see it before like it is achievable. That's why people who are like firsts at things, it's like, damn, you really thought you could walk on the moon? That's crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Alex don't think we walked on the moon. I forgot. My bad. You really thought that you could invent the light bulb? There you go. There you go. That's crazy. You want to see in the dark? That's wild.
Yeah, you want to see in the dark? That's wild.
But even that's not new. Like the dude who created the light bulb saw a flame. It was like, oh, how do I make that electric?
Yeah.
That's not new. Anyway. Yeah, that's why representation is so important. Anyway, I'm done nerding.
No. It's true, man. Yeah, actually, getting back to it with the album, I've probably been listening to music since you dropped.
How did you find Young Chris?
How did I find Young?
How did Joe O-ass find Young Chris?
I mean, I listen to a lot of different music. Like actually, off camera and recording, me and Bimo were just talking about like last week about just listening habits, and like I was telling him how like I work as an artist manager, and like people are sending me music all the time, like artists I work with, my friends, like everything. And during my work hours, like sometimes if I'm not on a call, I have time to listen. I try to make time for that, but when I'm just listening for enjoyment, like I'll be stuck on the same genre for like a week, 2 weeks. Like it doesn't matter what else drops, what else comes out. Like I'm literally just listening to psych rock or like some trap shit, or like some like SoundCloud cloud rap, like crazy. You know what I mean? Some funk. Who knows? Like we did a Go-Go episode last week. I'm listening to Go-Go right now. Like this is how it goes for me. But yeah, I think I just found you through SoundCloud. Yeah, it was not. It was either that or it was probably, I think Pusha T had some sort of like announcements through like his management, or like he got like that whole little company or something like that.
Yeah, fact.
And I'd be on top of that kind of like industry.
Okay, cool.
I see Young Chris. I'm like, who's this? I see you from Virginia. I'm like,
boom, that's what it was. Yeah. Virginia boy. Yeah, true.
Virginia boy.
Not that.
But yeah, tell me more about Everybody Hates Chris, man. It seems like it is an evolution in your sound, or at least I think that's a lot to say because you have a lot of music that's like on your archives, but release music, I would say it's like an evolution in sound. Yeah. I'm sure behind the rap that we get to see, you're probably like 10 steps ahead of that actually.
For sure. Yeah, that's all those songs there are like from 2020, not all of them, but most of them are like from 2022. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you was talking about your 17 in the
in the intro. Like, right. Yeah, I'm 19 now. So like, yeah, it's definitely an evolution, bro, from my previous album, Virality. Virality, I was just, I don't know, I guess my mind state was just on like being viral, just caught up in the moment, caught up in the headlights. Yeah. Just not the headlights, just the lights, cameras. And, and taking that over to Everyone Hates Chris, it's just like being more personable, just showing people like another side of me. Just showing them like where I'm from, giving them more like real lyrics that people can relate to. I wanted to display my talents. I produced track number 9, God. So I just wanted to like show off my talents. I also produced track 4, Lonely.
Lonely, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's my favorite song too.
Damn, that's crazy.
That shit's super good. So I just wanted to just display different talents, have different transitions, intros, outros, really make an album, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just like a compilation of songs just back to back.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have it all flow good together. I think I just had a plan with it, that I would just wanted to execute. Whether results were good or not, I just wanted to execute the plan. I think that's what was important to me.
Okay.
Cool. I'm glad you said that. Because I just listened to you for the first time yesterday and today.
Okay.
And it sounded planned.
Okay. Yeah,
that was one of my notes. I was like, this sounds put together. Like Alex was telling me about your previous album and how it was more so what you described. It's a compilation of songs and sounds that could create viral moments. So this felt cohesive. Yeah. And I was actually because Alex is sending me, oh my God. This nigga be sending me all types of shit. It's all types of shit. What I tell you earlier, I was like, this is surprisingly normal. Like this is like good, solid, well-planned, intentional music, and not the combinations and sounds and lack of intentionality that I'm usually hearing from this young man.
Yeah. I feel like some people could also see that as art too. Like a lot of the
I guess it is.
Yeah.
You throw a whole bunch of shit on the wall, if you look at it a certain way, it looks like art.
Yeah.
Or you could make a little outline, and you could paint it in and have a plan. That could be art too.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with that. No, for sure. But yeah, I definitely just had a vision with this shit, man. I don't know. I can't really speak for anybody else. I had something I wanted to execute, you know what I'm saying? I just had a goal of just literally just putting it out. It was not even if it did well and if it did ass. I just wanted to put it out and show people like what I could really do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I could still edit the album a little bit, just being like a perfectionist, but like, it's out.
Give me one edit point.
One edit, I'll probably change out a few songs towards the end.
Okay.
I'll probably change out a few. Probably change the album cover also, but like
Didn't you already change the album cover?
Yeah, I did.
You would change it a third time?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I feel like everything's about like authenticity. You know what I'm saying? So I just think like if people see that, then people see it. Fuck it. I don't really care.
True.
Why did you change the album cover though? Like,
because the original cover, I didn't do enough research. I made it like I wanted to follow like a Renaissance type thing, like a Renaissance painting type thing. And then I made it the eye, but I didn't know that was the devil. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big believer in God, so I was like, oh, no, I can't do that. Because plus I got track number 9, God up there. I was trying to show like faith and religion and shit. So I was like, I can't put Lucifer up there. I'm gonna just change that bitch to God. But I feel like that was like literally just flipping the spectrum. I wanted to do something that was like completely me.
No, that's dope, man. The song "Shit" is. Did you sing on that, or is there?
No, I got a feature.
You got a feature? Okay.
Facts.
There's a lot of. I feel like there's a few features on the album.
Yeah, I got 3 hidden features on track "Shit," and then One of One, and then the interlude.
Why are they hidden?
I just wanted to hide them. I think it's something different. I always have a direction for something that I want to do. And that's just what I came up with. I wanted them to be hidden.
Okay.
And people find out because there are more like smaller artists that I see potential in, and I feel like when I see potential in an artist, I see it as stocks. Like I just know when something's about to go crazy, so I put them in there, just hiding them. And then when people hear it, they be like, "Oh, that's that one guy." When they like finally blow up, that's how I want it to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if they really want to dig, the credits would probably.
Yeah. Credits right there too.
Yeah.
Do you have a future in managing or producing for other artists?
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see that. I could see, like in the future, just like being an A&R of some sort.
But you see that, but you can see yourself like setting the direction for other artists.
Yeah, bro. I can't lie. I could see that. Like just with my own label, though, I probably wouldn't join a label and be like, "Yo, sign these artists," because I'm putting money in their pockets. I'll probably just do it all from home.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Good, man. Genres. Are there any specific genres that you like to listen to?
Yeah, bro. I've been on rock recently, bro.
Yeah,
like,
what kind of
super
rock?
heavy.
You got some artists that you've been listening to?
You know, I literally just got hip to Nirvana. Probably like 2 weeks ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nah,
Yo, explain that feeling.
Bro, that shit was lit, bro. Like, of course, the biggest song Smells Like Teen Spirit. When I first seen the video, I was like, whoa, like this shit. Yeah, this shit's fire. Like, I didn't get it, but like, I got it completely. And then, like, the sound, it was dirty, just loud. I like shit like that. I feel like I like shit that doesn't sound completely finished or completely polished. That shit, it's too industry.
Gritty and raw.
Too industry, I
Yeah.
guess. But yeah. That shit was amazing.
The way they used to record music back then was completely different. Like obviously, like DJ Harrison broke down a little bit of that.
Straight to tape.
Yeah, straight to tape.
I can't even comprehend that.
Yeah.
You can't comprehend the tape?
No.
Yeah.
Can you comprehend that niggas would make beats from cassette tapes?
No.
Yeah. How do cassettes actually like work? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Do you really want to go there?
I kind of do.
You know I'm a cassette man.
I know this. I do.
Okay, so cassettes are in the reel-to-reels, the small reel-to-reels. They're in a plastic case, but what's actually going reel-to-reel is film.
Okay, yeah.
And you burn on the film your music.
What do you mean?
Like you burn like
it's
the
an indent, kind of like a vinyl in a way. How it like.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, there
kind
has
of
to
in
be
that
some
same
sort of
way.
path.
It's like an
not
indention.
data on the,
No,
you know
not.
what I mean? Like, yeah.
You thought CD. I'm sorry. I meant actual heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like burn. You are creating heat marks onto a piece of film, and that heat mark creates the music that you.
That seems
Here.
more complicated.
That's
It
crazy.
is. So like so back in the day, to create Q-Tip used to do this back in the day. To create a beat, you would play a song on a vinyl, and then you would have a cassette player, and you could record to the cassette player from the vinyl. But you couldn't there was no technology to repeat. So you literally had to rewind the vinyl, play it, record. Rewind the vinyl, play it, record. And you have to do that for 4 minutes. And each recording had to be perfect in order for you to get the beat.
Yeah, right.
That's how, what Nas song is that? That's how most of Illmatic was created with beat tapes. Niggas did not have the money for sampling machines.
yeah,
So you had to do that shit the hard way. You talking about hard to imagine. Shit, fucking recording. You had to make a beat with a fucking cassette and a vinyl?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's literally, you have to be crazy. That's when I think about like hip hop artists, the early hip artists,
Yeah,
you
that'd
had
be a
to
lot.
literally be crazy.
Yeah.
Drive yourself crazy to make this beat.
For real. All
And
in
if
one
you
take.
missed, start
All
over.
in one take,
All
yeah.
on one take. The one moment you missed, you got to start all the way over.
Damn. So you used to record on like a iPhone mic, right?
Yeah, I did. Oh
Yeah.
God.
So
Yeah.
like, how important is
tech.
mixing and mastering to you now compared to like back then?
Back then it was so easy, man. I would just look up a fucking website like mixing and mastering for free, and then
yeah.
just insert like the MP3 and then get like a better sounding version of it.
Yeah.
But it was still ass, but it was worse. I mean,
It was-
less worse. You
yeah,
feel me?
Yeah.
So like that shit was easy, but back then I'm really learning like EQing, you know what I'm saying, reverb, just different terms and shit. For the shit. It's a little bit more complicated, but it's gonna be worth it for sure.
Yeah.
Like within the journey. So
That's what's up. Do you think you'd ever like make a beat for someone, or like?
yeah, I could see that for sure. But like I feel like a lot of my beats are very personalized for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't really see a lot of people doing that.
Virginia type.
I don't know what you mean.
Bro, so I've been saying, and even who else said this? Best rapper in DC, Marty Heem Cherry.
Oh yeah.
He said that basically in the DMV, and for lack of location, and say, I'm not going to attach the beach to the DMV, but let's just say Virginia. Right. The rap style and the cadence usually attacks the beat, or the beat is tailored to what people are rapping about.
Yeah,
True.
definitely. I feel like it's definitely a pocket that people try to hit like within the beat. And yeah, I can't like make a beat like, yo, bro would sound good on this. It was like I'm finna hop on
I
this
sound
shit.
good on this.
Yeah, facts,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I feel like yeah, for sure. You just said it perfectly.
Hell
Craft
yeah.
the pocket perfectly.
No, that's good, man. I'm glad that Virginia, is really paving the way for their sound, and obviously like the beach is popping, man. There's so many people who've come from there, from like Missy Elliott, obviously like what Pharrell's doing. You got Clips. Damn, who else? Who else from the beach?
You gotta know your people, man. Come on.
Chris Brown, he not from the beach though.
Chris Brown is from in between, like more so Richmond.
Yeah, he's
outside.
more north.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot happening out there, man. I love the beach, honestly. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like, you go to the
I feel you.
beach, bro. This is the one thing I always notice. Like, you go to Richmond, you go to Northern Virginia, you go to DC, go Maryland. Everyone's wearing dark colors a lot of the time, right? You go to the beach, people got colors on, because you're on the beach. Like, it brings a certain mentality. It doesn't matter what beach. It's like a vibe.
Yeah.
To be at the beach, and like it brings like a different mentality.
From the beach place, like y'all don't often think about like,
No,
a beach is like
100%.
the place where I could go.
Yeah.
So when you're at home, what the fuck are you doing?
I ain't gonna lie, the beach is a vibe.
It's a vibe?
Yeah, it's shit like 30 minutes away from me. Or I either be at car meets too. I fuck with a lot of car meets. I be with my boy Simba. We be traveling and shit. We normally go to like Atlanta for like more car meets, but like when we're back home, we also have car meets and shit.
Car meets.
Yeah, car
Yeah,
meets.
You a car kind of guy?
I'm a big car.
Nah, I'm not a
guy.
car guy, but
Yeah.
like I fuck with like the energy of
What
it.
kind of car you got?
I got a Tesla.
You got a Tesla?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Electric.
That shit drives itself?
Yeah, it does.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that shit the future, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Damn, that's what's up. I fuck with car meets. There's a big culture for that in the DMV too.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's the vibe? What's the? Did I miss
don't
the vibe?
get hit and don't.
It's one of those like we doing donuts in the street kind of joint.
Yeah. Like we call it takeover. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, what's like the craziest thing you ever see at a car meet?
Definitely somebody getting hit, bro. Somebody doing flips in the air. Like,
Oh shit! Did they survive?
yeah, they good. They got up, but they was fucked up though.
Yo,
Definitely fucked up.
chill. Damn.
Did some flips.
Damn. You see a nigga feet in the air. That's crazy.
Oh shit!
Bro, the culture out there is definitely big for that, bro. A lot of people be fucking with that.
Yeah, you fuck with Atlanta though.
Yeah, Atlanta's bigger over there.
Yeah.
Atlanta's cool. I was thinking about moving to Atlanta or Houston whenever I want to, you know what I'm saying, get up. You said Houston?
Houston, damn.
That's more like party shit, though.
Houston before, but I would.
I don't know why the boy want to go to Houston.
Why?
Texas, man. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Boy, I'm not going to get you in trouble, though.
Yeah,
That's the next question,
I
man.
get in trouble.
Ask the next question, Alex.
Okay.
So, like, 19, you are going to outlive me. Hopefully. What do you hope to see? How do you hope to see music evolve as you go through the industry? Because I'm going to be honest with you. The dream that I had when I was 19, it don't exist no more. Like this Quincy Jones fantasy of how I thought, live music would still be a thing now. It's not really a thing. And so I'm okay with that.
Wait, what do you mean by
live
live music? Like actual instruments being played?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to bring that back. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I definitely
So tell me about your future. Yeah.
But man, I see it. I see live performances being a big part of just music. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's gonna make the music better.
Yeah.
In a way, for sure. But I wouldn't see it going down like actual instruments. But like I see like almost like Broadway cinematic movies happening on stage. Literally, that's how I would want to do it. Like, you know how the baby did the bop? Like he had like a whole dance routine with his shit.
Yeah.
He had people coming in and out with like bicycles and some more shit, cartwheeling. I see shows being that way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or just, you know, and that would like affect music too, because people will be like rappers or artists, they'll be seen as like, I don't know, they'll be seen as bigger than just rappers and artists. 'Cause I feel like they don't get the certain respect that they do within the industry. I feel like they'll be considered like movie stars almost, just because of how much they put on the show.
Okay.
I see it going in that direction for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we have such an access to technology within entertainment right now and we're like, I wouldn't say, I don't know if we're at a peak or if it can get crazier than like we have holograms. We have crazy lasers. We have fucking video walls there the size of, you know, a city, like the side of a building. Like we have projectors, all that crazy shit. So really, people aren't going to have an option but to really step it up with their budgets. Like, and as someone who like, I go to like the large shows, the like, you know, I've helped set up the like Drakes and the Travis Scotts, and like they got video floors. Yeah. Like you can make that shit the basketball court, whatever, the ocean. You know, so I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, technology is definitely gonna be a big part of it, but like I feel like they should like incorporate just more Broadway shit in there, like just more acting type.
It's real.
Real.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
I am not surprised. As I think about like how your generation is ingesting music, how it is both visual and audio, it makes sense that like your evolution of music would be a fucking Broadway play. You might fuck around and get a toady for a music video. Very well see that.
For sure. I feel like visuals are way more important than the actual music nowadays. Like how an artist is presented rather than the content of their music.
This is what I be telling my mans. The presentation of what you are is so much more important than what you actually are.
For sure.
Like the fact that we have evolved from just one single camera and now we have 4 cameras in here all shooting in 4K. It puts us in a different perspective. People respect that visual a bit different. But when we were growing up, music was just music. It was just audio, which is why you get niggas on the stage just doing this. Because it's like, oh, yeah, I see the nigga for the first time. Yes. Yeah.
Damn. That is a good point.
That's crazy. I
Virgil
love
said
your
the same
future.
thing. He said like if you put a piece of trash in like an all white room, it becomes art or some shit like that. He said I remember that quote all the time, And then it's just how you present shit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So then my second question is my traditional question. I got to know, what's your relationship with Luther Vandross?
Who?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Luther. It's the second one.
No, second one, yeah.
It's the second one.
That's true.
Yeah. He did say the same thing. Luther Vandross is an old soul singer.
Okay.
Quite possibly the best male vocalist ever. Mm-hmm. Him, Freddie Mercury. You know who Freddie Mercury is?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Freddie Mercury is from Queen.
Queen.
Him, Freddie Mercury, and I don't even know who the third person would be. Who's a better vocalist than these motherfuckers? Silence. Anyway, but he's just an old soul singer. The reason why I asked that question is because we have a lot of electronic music artists on here. We've had some drill artists on here, and what it seems to be is there's like an aversion to melody. A lot of niggas are not trying to make like more musical situations. So I use Luther Vandross as an example to say, what's your relationship with melody?
Okay. I feel like I didn't have much of a relationship with it earlier, but I feel like I'm developing one. The newer generation will resonate with melody more in like a Future type way.
Okay.
Like how he's like rapping and being melodic at the same time. Not more so like super melodic, like you said, Luther Vandross.
Yeah. Wow. Make sure you listen. You know who Luther Vandross is? Oh, no.
I remember when Luther Vandross died, my parents were just like,
as was I.
Yeah, like that's how I really remember it, because I remember my parents were like so upset. I was young,
I don't even know if you would like Luther Vandross. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I think it might be too slow for you.
It is a little slow for me.
Not a little. This shit is slow.
Very slow.
But it's good. Anyway.
It's good. No, it's good.
Those are my questions, man.
Okay.
Thank you. So Future will be the Luther Vandross of the future.
Yeah. No.
And when you listen to Luther Vandross, it's going to be really funny.
Luther Vandross is definitely trapping, you know what I'm saying?
He was not trapping, bro. He was not trapping.
Luther Vandross had no motion.
No motion, bro. No motion at all.
So you've had a lot of features throughout the years, whether it's Lil Yachty's or, your SoundCloud era, of course. You also just talked about those secret features, but is there anyone who like you would really like to have on a song in the future? Like if there was no constraints to like having to contact them, like it was all just done, settled.
Nah, bro. No, nobody right now, bro. Honestly, I think everybody that I really would have loved to collab with and would have been a dream, I think they're past already, man. I'm not gonna lie.
We talked about that before you came, and I was wondering if you were going to say that most of your OGs are already dead.
Yeah, man. They died pretty young too, bro. Like 22, you know what I'm saying? Like Lil Peep's not my OG, but like a lot of people inspired by him. Lil Peep, Juice WRLD, obviously.
Yeah.
X, a lot of the younger generations, like OGs that were gonna be the Tupacs and Biggies for the next generation, they've passed. But I feel like that's what made them so idolized at the same time.
So does that change the way you move, or like?
Yeah. Does that scare you a little bit?
Nah, I mean, well, yeah, it scares me for sure, because it's just like you got to move more tact. It happened differently with different people. Like drug overdose, you got to be careful with drugs. You got to be careful how you moving out in the streets and shit. It's just, yeah, bro. You got to just study this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to be aware of your surroundings. For sure.
Factual.
A lot of people these days don't really take enough care of that. Don't go to the same place that something's happened before again, things like that. Minimize risk.
Exactly.
And I feel like when I was younger, like it was cool to live in bad neighborhoods. When you get older, you're like, damn, I can't wait until I live in
I can't wait
the
to
place
get out
where I don't have
God.
to, because it's hard to be like, damn, I live in like so and so.
Yeah.
But like in reality, you could do your whole stuff that was hard in a nice neighborhood too.
Yeah. I'm glad that you're thinking about it though, because I've probably said this 20 times in the interview now. I'm old, and when I see like
I cut it out almost every time.
You shouldn't, because like it's a perspective. I'm older than Tupac. I'm older than Biggie. I'm older than Takeoff.
They were fucking young.
You know what I mean? Like it's a perspective that you get afterwards. And I'm looking at young Chris, and if we were looking at young Juice World, like it would have been like, fuck, like the challenges that face young rappers now are so much different. It doesn't even seem like you're moving in violent ways, but somehow violence still finds y'all.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how people like. I don't know. I can't really speak for other people in their lives and what they went through. I just know to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Pick up. I feel like that's all I've been doing, just observing shit and just like, okay, bet that's not what to do. That's what to do. You feel me? So
Yeah.
just move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? From that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had to explain your music to somebody who had just never heard it before, how would you do that?
I'd say pretty original. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I would rather like recommend some artists for them to listen to prior to listening to me. I would say listen to a little bit of X. I would say listen to a little bit of Juice WRLD. Just listen to the whole 2017 era, and then you will start to understand. But like if I had to just explain it, I'll say a lot of young nigga shit, but like with shit implemented that was always here. You know what I'm saying? Such as flows from back in the day or samples from back in the day. That shit has always been here, but it's a new tint on it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're moving through time in a linear.
I hear that though.
Yeah.
That's why when I was listening to your music, I was like, this feels like 07 for some reason. Why do I feel at home for some reason?
Yeah.
Like I've heard it.
This is crazy.
He's the future at the same
He's
time.
old? What?
And your beat selection is on point. Like there are some songs where he's like, I don't know if it's the samples or if you're using like these breaks in some of the songs, like the drum breaks are like almost like, I don't know if you ever heard of like drum and bass or UK garage or like any of that.
Bass.
You fuck with drum and bass?
Definitely, yeah. I feel like I took a lot of inspiration there.
Crazy.
In
Yeah, because I heard that, I was like, what the fuck?
It was in there.
Yeah, it was in there.
It was in
there.
Yeah,
Man,
facts.
that's dope.
And that's also my producer Da Vinci too. He taught me a lot about just producing songs in general, like not actually making beats, but like putting songs together, like hook, chorus, verse. You know what I'm saying? Like actually constructing songs. He taught me a lot about that. So shout out, bro.
He's a young bull, right? Too.
Yeah, he like
coming
24 or something like that.
24, yeah.
22.
I seen him coming up, man. So like, tell me a little bit more about him. How do y'all meet? Like just internet shit?
Internet, and then we first linked up in LA in the studio through the label. I was like, yo, hit up Da Vinci, let's lock in on a session and shit. And we made a crazy fucking song the first day, like with a switch up and some more shit. And that's how I knew that we had like
switch
chemistry.
Up is nice. Everyone likes that. They say.
Facts, man. Thank you. We made a song called Hoes versus Girls, and it just switches like insanely. Y'all should go listen to that. That shit's amazing. But
For sure.
facts. Yeah, bro, that's my nigga, bro. I just knew we had chemistry from then on, and then we just continue working together.
Yeah.
Yeah, alongside me.
Oh, I love the construction of a song versus just making a beat. All right. So you're going to be on that shit, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
You're going to be on that shit, yeah.
I'm learning.
Hey,
I'm learning.
you know I'm only bringing heavy hitters, man.
Well, you know.
You know how I fucking move.
You bringing hitters.
When's the next show, man? Are you thinking about doing a tour or what's up?
Yeah, I've been thinking about going on tour right now, but like, you know, I got I think 2-3 shows lined up. I got a show in DC actually lined up.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
When?
yeah, y'all should pull up for sure. And then I got a show in New Jersey.
Okay.
That's a bet.
Yeah, in fact, I think DC the Don's headlining the one in New Jersey.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the one that's posted and up right now. I'm about to
The
repost that.
Jersey one, the DC one's not up yet, right?
Nah, not yet. We're still
Okay,
getting
bet.
that settled.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have a VA show too, and then Boston. I'm trying to plan all of those.
Yeah, if you ever want to slide to Richmond, that's where I live actually. So I could definitely link y'all with the venues out there.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
you gotta really know which ones you want to be in, which ones you don't want to be in.
Yeah, definitely. I'll hit
That'd
you.
be dope, man. That shit's.
Definitely got to tap in.
I love a good live show, man.
Right.
I love
Man.
a good live show.
Nothing beats it, man. That's how you get a fan right there.
Exactly.
That's how you get a fan.
They say that's where you get to engage with your super fans, which those are the people who are like actually replaying your album, replaying your songs, buying the merch.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Those are the people who stay.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why I value Travis Scott's performance. Like he always brings up different people on stage, has an intimate conversation with them, even though if he's like flaming them, straight joking on them. Like I think it's just all about
Right.
just,
You getting
I don't know.
flamed by me though.
Facts.
You're right.
You ever
Just
been
connection.
to, like, Rolling Loud at all?
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
I'd imagine you've been.
You performed Rolling Loud, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
twice.
Okay, shit.
Okay.
Rolling Loud happens so much. It's just I can't even keep track of it. There's
Yeah, no, me either.
Rolling Loud, just left. And
I thought I was tripping, but I was like, oh, it's more than one. Oh, okay.
Bro,
Okay.
No, how was it there? For me, someone who's never been, it just looks like crazy mosh pits. Like, looks like heaven for people who listen to new school rap. You know, like, basically.
Heaven.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically a lot of that, bro. Just mosh pitting, you know what I'm saying? They got different stages. They got the main stage for like the big artists and then like the smaller stage for the smaller ones. I was on a small stage and that shit was still rocking out. Like
I
both
bet.
of my experiences at Rolling Loud was amazing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Super fun, stage diving and shit. Well, I was stage diving a little bit because there's a big ass gap like in between the
yeah,
stage
that
and
shit, you don't-
fans. You don't want to bust your ass,
Yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
know,
saying?
bust
At all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
But nah, Rolling Loud is super fun, bro. If I had to pick between something in the water, Rolling Loud, I'd definitely say something in the water though,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. You have any crazy like Rolling Loud stories? Or is it just
Nah,
pretty
bro.
low-key?
Rolling Loud, they're hella strict, bro. Because you know somebody got stabbed up back there like a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
So they're like,
shit.
yo, do your performance and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
having
yeah.
that many rappers in one place, like, it's gonna be fine, but there's gonna be a lot of, I wouldn't say egos,
Tension.
but like,
It's a little tension,
yeah,
a little
it's gonna be a
tense.
lot. There's no way you
little
can have all those
thick
people
there.
in
Yeah,
one
yeah.
room, one space. Like, yeah, that shit crazy. Damn. Well, I think that's all I got. You got any questions for us, bro?
Man, how long y'all been doing this shit for?
6 months.
Yo, for real? That's
Yeah.
lit.
Just podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been in podcast for 6
yeah.
months.
Congrats,
But we've been in
bro.
our careers. I mean, Alex, you've been doing what you think for like 10 years?
12 years. I started off with a music blog called thereup.com
Okay.
when I was actually like your age.
word.
and I interviewed some people like Mac Miller, Logic, because he's from Maryland,
Fire.
when nobody else had music blogs even back then, especially not from a DMV. And yeah, that's how I got into it. But honestly, I had that going, and then funny enough, all of those blog posts got deleted. I went on to artist management, music licensing, all this stuff. And then like, yeah, I honestly met BMO and he inspired me to do the podcast thing. I don't even really listen to podcasts that much. And I work in artist management. So I'm like, it's one thing to be like, hey, I work with all these cool artists or whatever. I don't really care to tell people that. So I thought one day, I'm like, why don't I have conversations with these people and like actually build like friendships with them, and also like let them tell their stories in an organic way where they feel comfortable, rather than like someone, I
Okay.
don't know, weird.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Demo is an actual podcaster and
An actual podcast. It's like we're not on a podcast.
Yeah, and he is a host and a curator and a storyteller. I think storyteller is the best way to explain it, and that's how I like to say I'm
Yeah.
a storyteller,
Yeah, storyteller,
a
man.
networker, and a connector.
Yeah, that's
I connect
fire.
people.
Do y'all see yourself like being here, like staying here, or moving
Like-
on to like another profession?
Oh man,
Are y'all comfortable here?
Comfort is crazy.
damn, that's a
Hell
good
no.
question. Just for podcasting or just what I do?
Podcast.
Yes, I am very fulfilled. I feel like I'm like a cohesive part of my community rather than someone who's like helping and watching. Like I get to actually have people tell me that like they love the fact that they learned about this new artist, or like that they got to hear that real story from like somebody unfiltered, you know what I mean? And like really see a side of especially the DMV music scene in Virginia in general. Like I'm trying, that's really the point, is to shed a light on like that we got something going in this area.
Yeah.
And we got some people from out of town who are going to come on the show too, which is a step up next week. Yeah, we got our first out of town interview,
That's
someone
fire.
touring. So yeah.
Yeah, all about evolution. What about you? What do you think? Do you feel comfortable here, or do you see yourself going somewhere else?
I haven't had comfort in a long time. Unlike Alex, I wasn't able to really start this part of my career until I was like 26. It took me a long time just to be confident and bold that this is what I wanted to do. So like even in this space, so like this is a pop-up space. We're gonna be here as long as we can, but like eventually we gotta be up out of here. And we've literally built this stage and built these walls and cultivated artists to come here and bring all this $20,000 worth of art up in here, if not more than that. So like, comfort, no, but like, I have goals now. I remember being 19 and it's just kind of like, I want to be the best at everything that I can be at. Yeah. Now my goals are kind of like, I have like 3 goals. I want to get married to my lady. I want to be a late night TV show host. I want to own a live music venue on U Street. So like everything that I'm doing now is focused on those things. But like we were saying earlier, we're Swiss Army knives.
Yeah.
At any point, we could be videographers, we could be audio dudes, we could be shoemakers, we could be construction workers, we could be card makers at any point. As long as I know it's going to get me towards those goals, like, no, I'm not comfortable at all.
Yeah, as someone who's not making music or like making presentable art in a traditional sense, like I would say like, yeah, the podcast is art, but like being a Swiss Army knife is the only way I can like keep the lights on.
It's the only way.
In this kind of world, like I gotta be able to, you know, do little things like, you know, especially as an artist manager, bro, like I'm like pretty good at Photoshop. Like I also am a documentary like film producer, so like
you gotta be able to do it all, man.
Yeah, like, I'm an excellent driver. I'm always the guy who's driving if I'm true. Yeah, I keep the body safe, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm transporting artists, you know, I'd be torn. So.
I feel that, bro. Nah, I definitely resonate with that, bro. Like with the beat making and shit, like me wanting to be like an actor and shit. Like there's different revenues that you got to hit to be like ultimately successful than rather being super talented in just one. So yeah,
this is true.
Yeah, this inflated economy, bro. Come on,
bro. No, it's not even. It wouldn't even be fair to like just be like, oh, I'm just a podcaster.
Yeah,
it wouldn't even be fair to me.
I will say, like goals. It's funny, and it's something that I've been wanting to talk about on the show. Is like something new I've been doing is just trying new shit, like trying something different. A lot of people like, you know, hey, bro, you're making music. Like you can keep dropping music, and you know that you're gonna get streams of some sort. It's gonna be a fair amount. You could keep playing the shows, but like you're trying different shit. And I think that I know that doing the same thing all the time is a sign of insanity.
Yeah, it is.
So trying new things, it feels great.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it feels like free, like you're free.
Yeah, I was about to say
something different. Yeah.
Definitely, it's definitely a sense of freedom when you start from zero. You know what I'm saying? Because it can any branch. You feel me? Like you can go any way. Yeah. So yeah, I feel that, bro, for sure. Like I resonate with that mainly, like social media wise, like. Starting a new account is kind of like starting a business, you know what I'm saying? So 100%. you could take that bitch anywhere. You could take that shit comedy, music. Yeah. You know, I see a lot in that for sure.
For sure. Well, man, look, man, I'm very excited about your future and your present. To be honest with you, like I said, you already be the supervisor.
Yeah, I've literally never been more hydrated than right now.
Oh,
so, you know, it's
show. Appreciate y'all boys for having me.
Thanks for listening, y'all. If you get a chance to subscribe, like, download, and follow, we really appreciate it. You can find us on Instagram at TheReUp, ODCAST. You can also find us on Patreon for exclusive content. New episodes every other Thursday. Thanks for your trust. Appreciate y'all.